Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're doing something a bit different. We're going to take a really close look at just one document, a job advertisement.
Sounds specific. But yeah, sometimes the smallest details tell the biggest story, right? About an industry, the economy.
Exactly. What employers are really looking for beneath the surface. So our source today is this excerpt from a job post. It's titled Mechanical Engineer, Production Planning and Control Opportunity. Pretty standard looking at first glance.
Okay.
Our mission then is to unpack this. See it not just as, a call for applicants, but as a window into entry-level manufacturing, what it demands, what it offers.
Right, decoding the subtext. I like it. Let's jump in.
Okay, so first thing that hits you, urgently hiring, and then right after the target, fresher mechanical engineer, Diploma tech.
Urgently hiring. That definitely signals an immediate need. Could be growth, could be someone just left suddenly.
And pairing that urgency with fresher, what does that combination suggest to you? Are they struggling to find experienced people, or is this a deliberate strategy?
That's the interesting bit. Urgent plus fresher suggests they're prioritizing getting someone in the door quickly, someone they can train up. It might mean experienced folks are scarce or maybe too expensive, or perhaps they actually prefer to mold new hires into their specific way of doing things. Less baggage, maybe?
Right, so it signals an accessible route for someone just starting out.
Exactly. It's an open door, potentially a very fast-moving one for you if you're a new grad.
Okay, so we know they need someone now, and they're open to freshers, but what's the actual job? The ad says position, production planning and control, and it's in the manufacturing industry.
Right.
Location is also specific. Bandel, Hooghly.
Okay, production planning and control. For a mechanical engineer, this isn't just desk work. It's applying that engineering brain to how the whole factory operates.
So like efficiency, making things run smoothly.
Precisely. It's about scheduling production lines, managing raw materials, forecasting demand, making sure everything flows efficiently. You're optimizing the use of machines, materials, time, everything.
Sounds crucial.
Oh, it is. It's the nerve center in many ways. For a fresher, it's an amazing place to learn how the entire manufacturing process fits together. You see everything.
And the location, Bandel, Hooghly.
Well, that just grounds it. It tells you this is happening in a real industrial area, likely a busy manufacturing hub. It's not theoretical. It's hands-on in a specific industrial context.
Got it. Now, let's get to the brass tacks, the offer. It lists salary, 17,000 euro, 20,000 euro, and then adds, plus room facility.
Oh.
But then, boom, duty, 12 hours,
Yeah.
shifting. That's a big one, 12-hour shifts.
Yeah, that definitely changes the equation, doesn't it? Let's break that down.
So the salary is 17 to 20K a month. How does that stack up for a fresher mechanical engineer?
It's reasonably competitive for an entry-level role with no prior experience. It's within a typical starting range you might see.
And the room facility, that seems like a significant perk.
It really is. And it tells you something. It's not just about saving the employee money on rent, though it does that.
Yeah.
It often signals that the company might be in a location where finding housing is tough, or commuting is difficult, or they just really need to attract talent, maybe from further away. And this removes a major barrier. It's a strategic incentive.
So it makes the offer more attractive, especially given the location might be a bit remote or industrial.
Exactly. It sweetens the deal considerably when you factor in cost of living.
Okay, but then we circle back to those 12 hours shifting duties. That's intense. What does that mean for someone just starting their career?
It means a very demanding schedule.
Yeah.
12-hour shifts, likely rotating, have a huge impact on your daily life. Work-life balance is definitely challenged. Your social life, personal time, it requires serious commitment and adaptability.
Is there any upside to such demanding hours, especially early on? Or is it mostly a red flag?
That's a nuanced point. Look, it's tough, no question. It can feel isolating, especially if the provided room is on-site or nearby. Your world can shrink to just work. However, you could also argue it's an accelerated learning environment. You're immersed. You see more production cycles, face more problems, get more hands-on experience in a compressed time frame.
What's a trial by fire?
Sort of, yeah. High pressure, high exposure. It can definitely fast-track practical skills if you can handle the pace and the lifestyle adjustment. It's a very clear trade-off. Rapid experience versus personal time. You really have to know what you're signing up for.
Right, so it takes a certain kind of person. Which brings us to the skills and traits they're looking for. Beyond just the engineering degree, the ad lists Diploma tech and mechanical engineering. Okay, standard. Freshers can apply, we covered that. But then it specifies knowledge of MS Excel, good in mathematics,
Okay.
And interestingly, smart and energetic candidates.
Right, those practical skills and personal traits are key. MS Excel and good in mathematics. That makes perfect sense for production planning and control.
Why specifically those?
Because the role is all about data. Tracking inventory, production numbers, calculating efficiency, forecasting. Excel is the tool you live in. And strong math skills are fundamental for all the analysis, optimization, and problem solving involved. It's very quantitative.
So the degree gets you in the door, but Excel and math are what you'll actually use day to day.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And that smart and energetic part, that's crucial, especially linked to the 12-hour shifts. It tells you they need people who can think on their feet, handle pressure, maintain focus and energy over long hours, and adapt quickly. Manufacturing environments are dynamic, things change fast.
So attitude and resilience are almost as important as the technical background for this kind of role.
Absolutely. For a fresher in a demanding role like this, they're often betting on potential and attitude as much as existing skills. They need someone who can cope and thrive in that intense environment. It's about grit.
Okay, makes sense. And finally, how does someone actually apply? The ad gives contact numbers: 89102910699748042221. And it mentions a facilitator, Benchmark Global Consultancy, Kolkata.
And that just shows how the hiring process often works, especially for these kinds of roles. Companies use recruitment consultancies like Benchmark Global to source candidates. These firms specialize in matching people to specific industry needs. They act as the bridge.
Okay, so wrapping this up, it's kind of amazing how much insight we could pull from just a few lines of a job ad.
Yeah.
We saw the urgent need for new talent, the specific role and its demands, the trade-offs involved in the compensation and hours.
The mix of technical skills, practical tools like Excel, and those essential soft skills, energy, intelligence under pressure.
It paints a really vivid picture of this particular entry point into manufacturing.
It really does. And it leaves you with a final thought, doesn't it? When you look at this whole package, the decent starting pay, the free room, but coupled with those demanding 12-hour shifts, what does it really